Technical difficulties. You got me now. Thank you, Colin. Appreciate that. I'll start again. Welcome to SAFC Fan TV. That was a bit of a false start. People starting to come in now. Hopefully you can hear me this time round. So the team's out. Patterson, Hume, Ballard, Yelder, Styles, Neil, Job, Barr, Aushish, Mundle and Hamir. Now, thank you, Colin. I appreciate that. Should do a sound check, shouldn't I, before I come on? So hopefully we didn't lose too many of the when I was in silence. But yes, the bench is also interesting because we have my good friend Dak back on the bench. Dak is back. So, maybe an injury made him a better player. Let's see. I'll reserve my judgment. We all know what I think of him. So, but to be honest, the team, considering the injuries we've got, doesn't look too bad. I'm so glad Ballard's in, because if Ballard had been out with his injury, then that could have been a whole different ball game. Not sure about Styles as a defender. I don't think we've really seen him there much. So we'll have to reserve judgment on that one and see how it is. Looks like we're going for, well, I don't know, it's difficult to say, isn't it? 4-2-3-1 maybe. Job playing quite far back. Doesn't work though, does it? He only works when he's going forward, unfortunately. So lots of weak spots in the team today. As long as he adjusts to it. I'm Ekwar on the bench again. I'm a bit disappointed at. I'd have Ekwar starting over Job. That's a cert, especially in that kind of position. It's probably, although I think Ekwar suits playing further forward, I still think he's better as a defensive midfielder than Job is. We shall see. Time will tell. As we start to get people in, make sure you get me your match predictions in. I had a crazy match prediction on our Thursday night live show with Jack. My prediction for this one was 4-3 to Sunderland. I'm going to put mine in there now, just so I can save them till the end. Pop that in the chat, and I'll take a star on that. There we go. So, what do we think? What are our odds today? What's this team looking like? Let's have a look at the QPR team as well, while we're waiting for people to pop the score prediction in there. Begovic at the back, good keeper. Back four of Paul, Clark Salter, which we all know about, Cook and Dunn. Then their two defensive midfielders are Hayden and the ginger man himself, Jack Colback. Then they have a three of Chair, Anderson and Wilcock, and then Dykes up front. Interesting. Couple of ex-Sunderland players on there. So we shall see how that works out. We've got Bainbridge on our bench, which is interesting. We just seem to be getting younger and younger. Michael Weir's in there with his prediction. He's going 1-0 Sunderland. And Colin Mage is going. I'm not even gonna dismiss that. I'm like, oh dear, I shouldn't even acknowledge it. I meant Colin Mage just said 1-0 Sunderland. Dak to score. If he does, I'll eat my hat. Not this hat, but a hat. No. I very much doubt that's the case. I see the reason I've gone so crazy 4-3 because our defense at the moment is mix matched. It's botched together, So they're going to score. I have no doubts they're going to score at some point in this game. It's just I think a good combination of Aushish, Mundle and Hamir going forward, them three alone, even if you dismiss Barr and Job, have got goals in them. They've definitely got goals in them. So we shall see. We need a win, let's be fair, not just for the string of losses we've had, but for the fact, it'll just be nicer if we can share a win together instead of constantly sharing these losses together. It's not good. Let me know where you're watching from as well. where you're tuning in from. We've got 20 people tuned in so far. We've got potentially an exciting new channel sponsor coming on board shortly. So make sure you stay tuned our live streams and videos for that. And there could be a nice giveaway involved with it, which will be cool. So working hard behind the scenes, the SAFC Fan TV lot. If you see any of our guys at the stadium, make sure you go and say hello. Say Mike said do some work. There you go. Oh, I think I've got all this wrong. I should be, I'm on energy drinks when I do this. I should be on the beer, really, shouldn't I? Might make it a bit more tolerable. So, Ballard's injury mustn't be as bad. Well, I hope they're playing Ballard because he's not injured and not just playing an injured Ballard, because if he's out there at half pace, it's going to be no good for anyone. But him and Hume both have their international call-ups coming next week. So they've got 2 international fixtures in the space of a week, followed by our fixture after that on the 29th. So it's going to be a difficult couple of weeks for Sunderland players. And let's be fair, we can't afford to lose another defender. So hopefully they play very tentatively internationally, considering it's a friendly. Although it's against Scotland, so is the home nations games ever a friendly? Nobody knows. Anyway, just going across the bottom, you'll see about our membership. You can now become an exclusive member of the channel and gain access to members-only content. Join for only $1.99 a month and help us make SAFC Fan TV massive. We also have a super chat enabled. This is a feature that will generate revenue to help the channel and also lets you stand out in the chat, which is cool. So make sure you take advantage of them things. It's all helps. It's all good. Colin Major, I'm being serious now. Sunderland to win 1-0. Call back to score an own goal. I love your dreams, Colin. I love your dreams. You know, Sunderland to win by any result and call back to get crunched. That's my one. That's what I'll have. 7 minutes away from kickoff. Make sure if you just joined us, you get your score predictions in on the chat. Join in on the chat. I'll keep an eye on it all the way through the game. I'll try and keep up with the commentary, but also keep up with your comments. If I don't see one, I do apologise. But that's your own fault. That's what the super chat's for. Yeah, that's pretty much it. We excuse me. We just wait for kickoff now. I'm going to have to hover over the mute button because I have had a bit of a cough the last few days. Apologise if I deafen you. So, on the bench is Bishop, Pembele, Burstow, Ekwa, Dak, Kelly, Jones, Bainbridge and Rigg. Surprised Rigg's not getting another start. He's been doing well when he started. But obviously caused the penalty for one of the goals in the last game. I think despite that, he still had a really good game, to be fair. Job had a terrible game last game, but then scored a wonder goal. So that obviously he's going to start, isn't he? So he's undroppable, apparently. Bad news about Rusin being injured, not available for this one. So Lewis Hamir gets his chance again with Burstow on the bench, both of which struggling to find the net. Every striker struggling to find the net for the Black Cats at the moment. So let us know again. I mentioned before, let us know where you're watching from. If you're actually at the game, that's interesting as well. And let me know what the atmosphere is like if you're actually at the game. What people are thinking about the whole situation. Can you see the owners? Are they actually there? Are they brave enough? Is Speakman brave enough to be at games still? That would be interesting. If you didn't catch our live show on Thursday, there's no excuse. You should have done. But me and Jack discussed all the stuff surrounding managers and the potential candidates. Dwight York's thrown his hat into the mix. That's an interesting one. Not sure if he would suit this kind of job, but would you prefer anyone over Dodds just to get us to the end of the season, or are you happy to hold out? Don't leave me hanging, guys. Come on, get some comments in. Let's talk. Let's chat. Less than 5 minutes away from kickoff here. What changes would you make to that squad? What changes could you make to that squad? The worrying thing is the fact we've got Bainbridge and Kelly and that on the bench means that's it. We're at the bottom of the barrel for what players are available that can be picked. Personally, the only difference on that was Ekwa would have started over Job or Bar for me. Probably it's Job. David Jackson, let's highlight yours. 2-1 Sunderland. Come on, lads. I'm watching from Wall's End, Mike, for my sins. There we go. Could be worse. Could be worse. The Foundation of Light, which the logo is on the right thingy, that looks like they're having a drive at the moment for donations, so make sure you go and check that out afterwards. I'm trying to see there's a text number, but I haven't prepared that, so anybody knows what that is, you can feel free to put it in the chat. I won't kick you out for advertising. Teams are lined up now ready to come out. Oliver Langford will be the referee for the game. So, don't know all that much about him. Here we go. The players are coming out now. We're never looking too overly confident coming out of the tunnel. Damage is already done. Keep Dodds till the end of the season, says Colin. Yeah. Well, he needs at least a win or two to guarantee we're safe. That's the thing, isn't it? But you know what? At the start of the season, with the team we had and how we did last season, who'd have thought we'd have been talking about staying above the relegation zone? Who'd have thought we'd be talking about that at this time of the season? Absolute madness how much it can turn around. Yep, looks like we are 4-2-3-1. The Mike Bassett Christmas tree formation. Coming out. No Benson and Hedges, though. Dan Neil, the captain for today. This will be the last one that Luke O'Nine's out. So be glad to see him come back in the next game. Hopefully I'll double check, but hopefully at the end, we might be joined by some of the other SAFC Fan TV people to have a post-match review straight after the game, where we can celebrate our glorious victory together. Don't quote me on that. Get some audio going. Thank you for joining me here at SAFC Fan TV. If you're new to the channel, don't forget to like and subscribe. If you're in watching now, please hit the like button. It does help to share it out there. If you're on a mobile device, just close the chat, hit the like button, and then you can reopen the chat again. Nice and easy. And it will start to spread the word. Because I have noticed YouTubers sending less and less notifications for people going live recently. People stumbling across you going, oh, I didn't even know. So make sure you do your bit to help out if you can. That would be much appreciated. Just about to kick off here. Sunderland look to have won the toss and Dan Neil will take the kickoff. And we're off. All the way back to Yelda. Pumps one straight forward. Comes back. I've got to get used to where everybody is. Ballard. Hume. Ballard. Cross to Yelda. Looks like a back three. That looks like a back three to me. Bit of football tennis. Heads going back and forth. Comes all the way back here to Ballard again. To Hume. It does definitely look like a back three to me. Neil with it now. To the left. To Yelda. Yeah, Styles is playing up front in front of Yelda. We're definitely going to back three. Crazy. Crazy. Hume tries to slot one through for Job. Gets intercepted by Colback. And it goes out for a Sunderland throw just in front of the technical area with Mike Dodds. Throw taken to Job. Back to Hume. Back to Ballard, who's under pressure straight away. Gets fouled. We'll get the free kick. To relieve the pressure. Takes a quick one out to Yelda on the left. Now to Styles. Back to Neil. To Yelda. David Jackson says, come on, lads, do it for your supporters. Yes, indeed. God, Hamir looks like he's wearing... That hair on Hamir looks like he's got a big plastic ball on his head. It's perfectly round. QPR with possession now. Been a bit 50-50. Alshish putting the pressure on, same as Mundell. Both look quite keen at the moment. Let's hope that stays. Ball comes all the way back to Patterson, who collects it on the very edge of his box. Look a bit more in control the start of this one, Sunderland, but, you know. Hi, Paul. How's it going? Thanks for joining us. Get your prediction in, Paul, while it's still 0-0. It's on the right here with Mundell at the halfway line. Gives it back to Hume. Hume looking for options. No high press here from QPR. They're being very disciplined. It's all the way across for Yelda to Barr. Barr tries to get past his man, but he's dispossessed. Styles trying to make up for that now. QPR retaining possession. Long ball down the right from QPR, cut out by Yelda, I believe. And it ends up going out for a Sunderland throw for Styles on the far side. Emmett says 2-0 to QPR. Ooh. Mundell and Sheesh to score 2-1. Paul Havelock 3-0 Sunderland. There we go. Right. I've starred all of them. We'll check who's closest or right at the end. It's Hamir to Barr. Barr on the left-hand side making a run. Gets tripped as he's making his run. Nothing given. He gets waved off by the referee. That's a bit crazy because he was past the man. There's no reason for him to go down apart from the fact he was fouled. And it was a foul, but not being given. Madness. Short kick taken. It's with QPR in their box. Hamir trying to put pressure on early. Long ball forward. Styles battling with his man for it. Neil comes in and picks up the loose ball. And he's making a run now. Put through the middle there to Alshish. Alshish, few step overs. Delivers one. Looping into the centre. It goes near the crossbar. It does go over. But I'm not sure if that was a shot or a cross. David Brown says 2-2 Styles 2. Why not Styles 2? Madness. I'm watching for Canada. Appreciate it. I appreciate you being here, Emmett. QPR throw now here, just halfway inside the Sunderland half. Throwing it all the way back, and it's back with their defence. Mundle, high-speed Mundle, trying to put the pressure on there to force the mistake. QPR still with it on the right-hand side. Trying to work it down the right. Good battling there with Sunderland. It ends up going out for a QPR throw, much to the disapproval of Neil and Styles. Paggard, Patterson to score the winner in injury time for a corner. Nice. Throw to QPR now. It could deliver one in. It's in a dangerous area for Sunderland. Into the centre of the box. Headed out by Hume. Only as far as a QPR player. Shot! It's gone wide. Whew. It took a deflection. Went out wide. It's going to be a QPR corner. That was a dangerous moment there for Sunderland. We are 6 minutes in. Still Sunderland 0, QPR 0. I will get the score across the bottom. Just reminding myself there. There we go. And QPR with a corner now. Nice, Paul. Nice. Got to keep the faith. I'm in Burnley. I've been in the Northwest for many years, but still a diehard Sunderland fan. Ball bobbling around the box dangerously, goes all the way across the line. But I think it's Barr that gets his foot on it and gets it clear in the end. It's all the way back to the QPR goalkeeper. Bit of pressure relief there for Sunderland. It's Beale on the bench again. Jesus. We can't say, don't say the B word in here, please. Don't say the B word in here. It's swearing. Oh, misjudged clearance there by Ballard. Completely swings and misses and loses the ball in our area. Trying to make up for that now. Delivery into the centre. Headed out. And got Alshish tried to help it on, but it just gets brought back in again. QPR still on the edge of the Sunderland area. Trying to find a way through. Being well marshalled by the Sunderland players here at the moment. Want to be delivered here now to the centre. Job gets no sort of clearance on it. Comes back to Hume, to Mundle. Mundle gets fouled, but it's the throw's given, not the foul. The ref's giving nothing here. He went through him and didn't touch the ball. That's mad. That's two that the ref's not given that should have been outright fouls. Hume to take this throw for Sunderland. He'll throw it all the way down, trying to find Hamir. It's deflected by a QPR player who come away with the possession. Ball up in the air. It's out again for another Sunderland throw just at the halfway line. Hume takes it to Job. Job's under pressure straight away from Colback. Gets pulled down, but he does get the ball away in time. It's coming all the way back to Patterson, who hoofs one forward to the centre. Nice flick on by Alshish to Hamir. Hamir couldn't quite control that, though. Loses possession to the defenders. Was a free kick given for something? I'm not sure. I didn't see quite what that was. It was to them, but it could have been offside. I'm not sure. QPR with possession now in their own half. Rusyn not even made it on the bench while the management... Yeah, Rusyn's injured, David. Rusyn's injured. He's not fit enough for this game, unfortunately. I don't think it's anything major, but Yet again, Sunderland plagued with injuries. Ball goes out there for a QPR throw, just in front of their technical area. We've got 35 people in the stream. Appreciate you joining me. Make sure you get involved in the comments as well. I'll try and keep up where I can. Throw came to nothing. Could Sunderland have possession back here with Ballard under pressure? The much higher press now in the last 5 minutes from QPR. Ballard's ball across just goes into no man's land for a shot for QPR. Patterson had to get across and dive for it. Still on his knees there, Patterson. Not sure if he hurt himself, but what a hospital ball that was. Was it? I think it was Ballard that put that across, literally into a path. Yeah. Turns around, he puts it right across the middle, right into the path of a QPR player who has a clear shot on goal. Patterson gets across and makes the stop. Very, very dangerous. Yes, John, it is at the moment. We started well, but every time they get some sort of attack, we look very nervous. We just thrown it. What happened there? We didn't even throw it into possession. He threw it up the line. It didn't even go in. It's the basics of football sometimes that frustrates you. You know, stuff you learn at school that they're not doing. Ball thrown now to Styles. Got a long throw on him as Styles. Alshish battling with 4 QPR players trying to maintain possession. Sunderland still somehow have it and come away with it. Get it all the way back over to the other side to Hume. Gets a long ball forward, surging for it. The keeper's going to have to come for it. Oh, it was a race between Mundle and the keeper, but the keeper got there. And he gets a quick throw out to try and do the counter-attack. But Mundle, the pace on that lad is wonderful. It's wonderful. As soon as we can get some good shots on the end of it, we're laughing. But we need to use that pace going forward, definitely. Somebody in the centre needs to be playing it into the channels. I bet the confidence is very brittle, Pagard. Yes, I couldn't agree more. They need one goal to pick them up, and that suddenly gives them the inspiration to shoot. Well marshalled out there by Hume. Held somebody off there for a good 10 seconds, so it would go out for a Sunderland goal kick. Not sure what Ballard was thinking with that ball. It's really weird. Hopefully it's not like injury still playing on his mind or still some soreness. We'll have to see how he gets on through this. Long ball forward from Patterson, head on from Hume, almost gets to Mundle, but QPR have cut it out. Trying to find them long through balls, the centre QPR, cut out by Sunderland to Alshish. Back to Ballard. Ballard almost does another hospital ball. What is he playing at? Luckily, we come back with that now. Ballard gets it forward. Head on by Alshish, trying to find Mundle. It's sent back by QPR. Job with it now. Job to Neil. Neil to Yelder. Yelder back to Job. Standing off a bit now, QPR. To Hume. Hume gets a long ball forward, looking for the run of Amir, but it's cut out. It's the wings we need to look at them runs on. We need to get Mundle on them runs, not the long ball forward to the striker. QPR with it in the centre of the pitch now. Switching it over to the other side. Barr on his man, trying to put the tackle in, keep the pressure on. He gets it out for a QPR throw on the far side in line with the Sunderland penalty area. John Nesbitt, how can you tell young players to relax when we have no experienced players out there? Thanks to Speakman. Yeah, I liked how Dodds called that as well. He literally said this isn't definitely not ideal with in his post-match interview, pre-match interview yesterday. Sorry. So everyone sees the problems at this club apart from the owners. Sunderland get possession back off that throw, but they try to get it forward and it goes out further down for another QPR throw, I think. QPR with it now, trying to deliver one. Gets deflected. Alshish gets the head on to Amir. Amir puts it back to Job. Job, long ball forward, looking for the run of Alshish. Header by a QPR player, puts it out for a throw. All passing it on till Styles has got it. Styles takes the throw now to Alshish, back to Styles, to Dan Neil. Dan Neil gets slid through, man and ball. Free kick just inside the QPR half, to the left and centre circle, taken quickly to Alshish. It's not going to be taken quickly. The ref's going to call it back. Whew. Agree. Yes, it is. I mean, when it's got to the point where everybody knows, apart from the powers that be, they clearly must know. You know, it's not a case of everyone knows apart from them. They have to know the issue. You know, this model only works with a bit of support from experienced players. And if you're going to turn around and say, well, Dak's an experienced player, yeah, but he's shite. Sunderland with possession here now on the left. Long ball forward, trying to get it forward, but it goes out for a QPR throw. Yeah, they can't admit it publicly. Yeah, exactly. How's Speakman Babes doing? Counting the days until he's out the door. Yeah, definitely. Mad Mackham, couldn't agree more. 36 people in the stream. Still Sunderland 0, QPR 0. We are 15 and a quarter minutes in. QPR with possession. 37 of you joining. Really appreciate you being here. Don't forget to hit like. If you're on a mobile device, just close the chat down, hit like, and then reopen the chat after that. It would be greatly appreciated. Sunderland throw here, just in front of the technical areas. To Job, puts it all the way back to Ballard. Ballard's been a bit off the pace at the moment. Hopefully he'll pick that up. Long ball forward, trying to find Mundle, but cut out by a QPR head. Them long balls aren't working in the air. To be fair, we need some long balls through the channel with the pace of Mundle to get onto. Bobble inbound, head-to-head. Job ends up with it and puts it back to Ballard. Sunderland to keep the possession. To Hume. Hume gets a long ball forward again, long and high. That header's getting cut out every time. It's not worked 6 times. It's not going to work the 7th. Rethink it. Alshish comes back in and steals possession back from Mr. Colback. Ballard, Neil. Neil forward to Alshish. Alshish to the right to Mundle. Mundle's got one-on-one on this right-hand side. He's going to make a run down, try to deliver one into the centre with power. Somebody flying in there, Styles flying in there for a header, but misses it. Comes back out. It's with Dan Neil. Job. Hume puts it out right to Mundle. Mundle there again. With 2 of them in front of him this time. I think they've realised he's a threat. Back to Alshish, to Hume, to Job. Enjoying the possession here, Sunderland at the moment. So, Neil to Bar, dispossessed, but they get it back. Oh, it's just unfortunately tried to find Hamir, but got cut out there. Looks like a counter-attack for QPR. Ballard's running and facing off his man. Oh, Jesus, sorry. I lost my word in there because he passed it back to Patterson, but it was very close to the QPR player. Long ball forward here from Sunderland. It's end-to-end at the moment, Sunderland and QPR. Hamir trying to make it through. Styles picks up the loose ball into the centre. Little flick on from Ashish, but it gets cleared again by QPR. Only as far out as Yelda, who gets it to Bar. Bar on the left now trying to take on it. Keeps trying to take on his men instead of delivering it. QPR will come away with the possession. High pressing here from Sunderland. Let's not forget what happened with the counter-attacks after the last game. Styles wrestling with his man. He was literally cuddling the guy to the ground. So QPR free kick halfway inside their own half on the far side. We need to the ante in this game. Come on, Sunderland. Come on, Sunderland. That flying header from Styles was so close. We've just seen a replay of it there. Back in the game now. QPR working a ball out of their half with Colback now. Passes it back to the defence. Sunderland maintaining a bit of discipline with the shape here. Not going all out all of a sudden. But if we were pressing, that would have been a stray pass we could have jumped on. It's still QPR passing it around at the back. amongst their back four, trying to find a way through this Sunderland team. Cut out there by Styles. I don't know how that stayed in the possession, but it did. He gets it forward to Ashish, but Ashish is one-on-one. He loses possession there, unfortunately. Colback picks it up and puts it forward for QPR on this left-hand side. Hume with his man, the number 10 for QPR. Mundle coming in for support now, and he does just enough to lose the possession to Hume. Hume then takes it, gets taken down, and the free kick is given on the edge of the Sunderland box. Colback picks up the ball. In and Paddy just didn't agree with it. Job swipes it out of his hands. I like that. Deck him, Job. Deck him. Do it for Catamol. David Jackson says, what's going on at that club? It's very suspect. Something's not right. You don't become this bad overnight. Yeah. It's not a case of overnight. It's a case of like, usually as you approach a January window, you're looking to make improvements, and we just didn't. And we got rid of a manager without anybody proper lined up, and it was just a slippery slope after that, because obviously that creates a bad atmosphere around the ground and in the dressing room. It's hard to get out of a funk. Ball in the centre now for Barr. He's one-on-one. He goes for a shot. Offside's being called. It's called back for offside. There's a late call there. He's trying, Barr. He's trying. Wants to stay in this first team. That's what you want to see. A couple of decent players challenging. Styles is very hands-on. I'm surprised. I would be shocked if Styles doesn't get a card in this game. Put your money on Styles for a yellow card at least, I'm telling you. He's holding every single player when it comes to him. It's with Sunderland now on this far side between Ashish and Barr. Ashish gets tackled, but the ball goes to Styles. He tries to get it forward to Daniel, but it's cut out by a QPR player. Counter-attack could be 2-on-2. Job gets back well low and gives everybody time to get back. That's well played. It's with Colback here in the centre for QPR on the right-hand side, looking to deliver one. And they do into the centre. It's cut out by, I think that was Yelder. It's now with Mundle on this right-hand side. He's got space to run. He's got a man on his back, though, coming at pace. God, that lad's fast. Who's that lad? I thought Mundle was fast, but he was doubling his pace. QPR coming away with it. Hume in for the tackle. Number 22 for QPR. Was it him? I think it was 22. He's got some pace on him, that lad. Slice Colback, proper snide he is, yeah. Do not like him. Do not like him. Not just for the Sunderland to Newcastle thing, just in general. And he tried to get a foul. And there's a random shot. Oh, geez. What was going on there? He must have seen the keeper way off his line. Yeah, Neil spots Begovic miles off his line from the halfway line and just has a shot from the halfway line. And to be fair, Begovic is panicking going back, and it just lands on the top netting just behind the bar. Unlucky, but, you know, worth a try. Worth a try. Colback should be booked for diving if there's no foul. Just saying. Right, it's with Hume to Mundle, back to Hume. Hume with it now. Puts one forward, past Mundle to Ashish, who's on the right-hand side. Ashish gets tackled, but it goes out for a Sunderland corner. Should be a corner. Clark Salters appealing for a goal kick, but there's no chance. You could see that from a mile off it was a corner. Dream on. Can't stand the rat. Sunderland corner. I think this is our first corner of the game. Ashish stood over it to take it. Lots of options in the centre here. Looping high ball into the centre. Oh, unfortunately gets deflected away. It's with Mundle, though. We still have possession on this right-hand side. Gives it back to Ashish. He'll deliver another one into the centre. Everyone all over the place. It's with Job, with Barr on the left-hand side. Barr delivers another one into the... Keeper, straight to the keeper's hands. Keeper's hands. We need to look at these deliveries. This is what we should be working on training. Set pieces, deliveries. Passing accuracy. Stop being gingerous, Mike. Hey, listen. My missus is Scottish. You can't blame me for that. Good pressure from Barr there on the keeper. Had to get it away. It's still in the... Oh, it's still in a dangerous position. Callback goes down very easily. Puts his hands on the ball. Forces the ref's decision to give the foul. Don't like him. Somebody crunch him. Yeah, Hamir literally his leg stroked his leg. He was looking for that. He was looking for that. Free kick taken by the QPR keeper. Short, straight to callback. Sunderland standing off a bit here. They put it out right. Still in the back four with QPR. Trying to deliver one forward down our left-hand side now. It's Dan Neil battling with his man. QPR come away with it, though. Managed to get through. An advantage played for a foul that I didn't see. QPR still with it on the very corner of our penalty area here. 3 of them stacked up, looking to deliver one. Oh, he's going to run through. He's going to run through. Styles in front of him. He's inside the area. Turn and shot, and it's hoofed massively high. Well wide. Keep them coming, not a problem. I don't think we've had a decision for us that was a vital one. We have had a free kick, but it was just something mundane in the centre of the park. You know, when it's a key decision, it gets dismissed. I'm sure referees at this level don't want to make big decisions. They don't want the controversy. To Hume. Hume tries to get it away, and it's somehow... How is that there free? How is that there throwing? I have no idea. I'm really confused at the game at the moment. Still waiting on QPR to take this throw. Jesus, come on. Right. Al-Shish putting the pressure on here. Got his foot in. Got a foot on the ball. Mundell got in there as well. It goes out for another QPR throw. Taken backwards. 2 seconds. QPR with the ball here. All the way through, dangerous on the edge of the box. A shot from distance. Made Patterson dive, but it goes wide. Sorry, I'm just trying to sort out a technical hitch here. Barr battling for it, gets absolutely mullered, nothing given again. QPR with it on the right-hand side of the Sunderland area now. Head from Job, gets it clear, not very far, but it comes back to Yelder, who's going to put his foot right through it, looking for the run of Hamir, but it's going to be cut out. But Al-Shish is there to pick up the pieces. He's got Mundell to his right. He's going to go for a shot as he gets mullered from behind. He's got a corner decision, but oh, he took him out. That should have been easily a yellow. No, that's ridiculous. Didn't even get anywhere near the ball. Guy needs booking for that completely. Don't know how we got a corner. Yeah, it's a corner again for Sunderland. Keep the head in the game, says John Nesbitt. Just a goal change dynamics completely. Yes, Al-Shish here, now on the corner. Delivers one. It's high, very high. All the way past everyone. It went out of play over the line before it came back in. The curl, the outside curl took it out of play, so it's a goal kick. That was a waste of a set piece. QPR now. One coming delivered forward long. Goes out for a Sunderland throw. We are getting no decisions on the fouls. Honestly, in 30 minutes, no decisions on these fouls. It's ridiculous. 51 people in the stream now. Really appreciate you guys being here. Captain Roz says, who's been the better team playing today? Ooh, it's a very 50-50 game at the moment. Both teams look dangerous. QPR's looked the most dangerous, but Sunderland's enjoyed the most. Jesus Christ! How is that not a foul? Wow. So Mundle's running down. Guy puts his arm round on his neck, pulls his neck forward, literally flips him to the ground by holding his neck, and the foul's gone against us. The replay now yanks him down to the floor. Mundle just jumps up and tries to keep fighting sort of thing, but that is ridiculous that that's gone against us. Are you watching this, Ian, as well? Oh, my God. What is that all about? There's a QPR free kick for that. Shocking. "30 minutes gone. Still Sunderland 0, QPR 0. No decisions going Sunderland's way here. Definitely a QPR referee, I'm afraid. Ballard meets the long ball with a head. Goes out as far as a throw to Sunderland, though, off the deflection. In front of the technical area here. Hume will take. Looking for his options. Gets it down to Arshish. Arshish. What? Handball called against Arshish. He controlled it with his hand, apparently. Jesus Christ. Referees on the ball when it comes to decisions against us, but, you know, for us, no chance. We got a free kick given. Oh, Ian, you're ahead of me. Don't do that to me. Don't do that to me. I'm at 31 minutes 15. Free kick taken quickly by Hume to the right to Mundle. Back to Hume. Under pressure straight away to Job. Job back to Ballard. Ballard will send it all the way right now here. Left, sorry, now here to Yelder. To Neil. Neil pump one forward. Trying to find Mundle making a run on the right, but it's too far for him. It's going to go out of possession. QPR goal kick. Yeah, you're ahead of me, Ian. It's just the way it does on this. We're probably actually watching at the same time, to be fair, but the delay from here to me, to YouTube, to you, you know, so I'm technically behind. Your comments come through quicker than the stream does. Sunderland got possession back now. It's with Hume on the right, gives it to Mundle. Back to Hume. Gets dispossessed, but Mundle picks up the stray ball, as does Arshish. Back to Job. Job gives it back to Arshish. Arshish out to the right now, where Hamia's waiting. Doing the overlap. Gives it to Mundle, who's in the centre. Mundle can't keep the possession, though. The pass came in a bit of pace. QPR will come away with it. Hume will cut him out, though, stopping the run. Putting it out for a throw in front of the QPR technical area. Yeah, they've made quite a few mistakes. We're just not quite monopolising it yet. QPR playing it all the way back to Begovic here. Hamir will put pressure on very early. Begovic will put it out right. QPR only just keep that in. It almost looked like it was going out. I think the crowd cheered like it was going to go out. QPR do manage to retain possession here. Switch it all the way back over to the left-hand side. Mundle and Arshish keeping the pressure on. Definitely 50-50 at the minute, says Ian. It is, yeah. The thing is, what our letdown yet again for any of these games is trying to play a lone striker. As much as that might benefit your midfield with numbers, none of them are Ross Stewart. None of them are suited to a lone striker, a single striker. So, I don't know. Unless a number 10 can consistently get up beside him, we need to have two up there for me. Mundell putting the pressure on there, gets it away to Hamia, who's slow to react to get onto it, unfortunately. QPR pick it back up, give it to Begovic out to the right. Down the right-hand side of QPR's attacking. Cut out by Styles. Battling between Bar, Styles and two QPR players happening on this side. I've no doubt it'll end up in some sort of QPR foul, some sort of foul against QPR. It's battling all the way down. It's on the edge of the box. QPR will deliver one into the centre of the box. Job will get the head to it to be sure to put it out for a QPR corner. That's how you header it out, Job. Not the frigging assist you did last week. We are National League by the looks of it. Of a poor team is playing even more poor. Yeah. They just need a goal. One goal will pick our heads up and we'll get these young lads firing. Come on. QPR corner, though. We don't want a goal right now, but be ready on that counter-attack. I don't think Hamia looks uninterested in this one, unfortunately. Rusin's the hungriest striker we've got and he's not available. Comes into the centre, headed up. It's bobbling around the box. Foot goes through it. It was Job and somebody else. Not sure who got the clearance, but it's all the way back into the QPR half with their centre back out to their left. Hume trying to marshal this one. Goes in for the tackle. Advantage played. The foul was given against Sunderland there. Hamir dispossesses a player but gives it straight back to them. QPR still with it. Now over to the right-hand side. Styles holding his man yet again. Telling you, put your money on Styles getting a yellow card, at least, in this game. QPR still got the possession here. It's on the halfway line. They pump it down their left-hand side. Hume's there to cut it out. Still with QPR, though, although we're playing it all the way back, still trying to find a way through. Yeah, he's very hands-on, Ian, isn't he? He's holding somebody. He's got his hands on a player in the box. That's dangerous. Opportunity for QPR, but it's put straight out. It's put out for a corner again. Another QPR corner. I think that's their third or fourth so far. They've definitely had the lion's share of the attacking play now. 37 minutes gone. Still Sunderland 0, QPR 0. 54 people in the stream. Appreciate you being here. Setting up now for this QPR corner. The signal from the corner was Gangnam Style by the looks of it. He was like that. There we go. Low and hard. Cut out by Mundell. Goes out to the side again. QPR still with the possession though. Delivers another one into the centre. Two players up for it. Lack of communication there. It's Job's header that gets it out. Still with QPR though. On the edge of the box with Colback. Colback will deliver one into the centre. Headed on. It's bobbling around. We're heading it up, not out. What is going on? Hamir gets his foot through it and puts it out for a throw on the far side. Jesus. Talk about squeaky bum defending. Still with QPR on this far side. Tried to deliver one in. It goes nowhere. Sunderland will get it out. Again, only as far as another QPR player comes all the way back to Styles. Styles will put his foot through it this time. Alshish trying to challenge for it. Nobody up for these headers. QPR just had 3 free headers till Ballard comes in and gets it away. It'll land nicely for Dan Neil. Tries to put a through ball forward, but it goes straight to a QPR player. Simple passing yet again. Good tackle there by Hamir in a dangerous area. There's no way he's got the pace to outfox them 3. defenders, though, and they'll take it back off him. A pacey player would have been one-on-one with the keeper there. Unfortunately, Hamia's just not got that in the tank by the looks of him. Don't say that, David. That is the worst thing we could possibly say at this stage. It's back and forth here at the moment. Bar now with it on the left-hand side. Sunderland have got 3 people forward with him. QPR's got plenty of time back. Bar trying to do step overs, get around Colback. Tries to take it past. It's deflected out for a Sunderland corner. It's not given as a corner. Shocker. It's given as a goal kick. Let's have a look at the replay. See if it's another wrong decision. That's a corner. No, that rolled over Colback's foot last, I'm afraid. That's definitely a corner, but never mind. Another decision against us. Goal kick here from QPR comes down this their right-hand side again. Now they're switching it over to the other side. Colback with it in the centre. Puts it out to the left. Cut out there by Job. Job takes the possession of him. Gets fouled at the same time. And wins the free kick. That was good play by Job. Yes, I said that was good play by Job. You heard me right. Not always completely biased. Hume with it now. Gives it to Dan Neil. Dan Neil puts it down to the left to Styles. Styles to Ashish. Back to Styles. All the way back now with Yelda. All the way back to Ballard, who's the furthest man back. And across to Hume. We don't do a big switch, I notice. We need to start switching it more. We play it slowly from one side to the other. Does not work because they've got too much time to react and move their players across. Defies the whole point. Hume forward now to Job. Job out to the Mundle. Mundle back to Hume. Hume all the way back to Ballard. Let's go back again. Ballard forward to Ashish. Ashish gets the hit on it back to Yelda. Yelda to Neil. Neil across to Hume. Hume little flick to Ballard. Dangerous in that kind of area. But Neil forward to Job. Job runs round Colback, back to Neil, back to Job, puts it out to Yelda on the left. Yelda through to Ashish, who's in the centre. He's got 2 players round him, gets tripped, nothing given yet again. This ref is giving us nothing. It's ridiculous. Literally. Most questionable ref of the season so far, I'm afraid. The one consistent thing about refs in this league is they're consistently shite. Right, it's out to the right. Mundle with it now on the right. He's going to run past his man, and he does quite easily. Tries to roll it round the second one, almost does, but loses possession. Ashish coming in now to put the pressure on. Good pressure there from Ashish. Does do a job with that. It's trying to force the mistakes. There's 2 of them, and they do force the mistakes. QPR player's gone down, clutching his feet because he cocked up. It's a ball in the middle with nobody. But I'll try and get a shot on it. It doesn't go to anyone. Ashish marshals it out for a corner. But he's called offside because he's coming back from offside. I mean, he didn't touch it, but, you know. Yeah, I was just watching the replay there. I was trying to see exactly what happened, but I realized I went quiet for a second. Just tuned out. Sorry, I glitched. 50 people still in the stream watching me sat silently staring at the screen. Appreciate you being here. QPR has possession now just inside their own half. It was a good attacking play there by Sunderland. just couldn't get the shot off in the end, and Ashish was coming back for an offside position, which was the call in the end. Still with the QPR defence here. With Job. Job puts it forward to Ashish. Ashish going to deliver one across, trying to find Hamir, but it's cut out by QPR. Goes out only as far as Styles, who gives it to Bar. Bar going to turn now and make the run. And he does. Gets tripped up. Oh, it's actually given. We've got a free kick gone in our favour. Shocker. And it's over to the left-hand side of the QPR penalty area. Crowd doing their nuts. I'm not surprised. Yeah, we need constant outside noise from the fans. I assuming finally is the decision for us. I am at 45 minutes exactly now. Still Sunderland 0, QPR 0. Not sure what the added time is. I've not seen the board go up yet. It's a free kick. It's 1 minute added on, apparently. Ashish going to take this one. Mundell is stood there near him for a possible short one, but this is going to be the last attack of this half. Delivers one. What the hell was that? High. It looked like a shot that was just way too high. Got his foot under it. That was a waste. You guys are already at half-time. Pagard, half-time. John Nesbitt, half-time. 0-0. You're about 20 seconds ahead of me, I'm afraid. Don't forget we're a side of two halves. This is true. This is true. But we've not been terrible this half. So is the second half going to be a side of two halves where we're good, or a side of two halves where we're even worse again? That's the question. That's the question. So yeah, we're at half-time now. Right. I am going to take a very quick break. A comfort break, we'll call it. And I'll be back soon with a bit of a review for the half-time and the second half action. So, back shortly. Stay tuned. Right. Where are we at? Where are we at? David Jackson says, I think I'll go for 3-0 second half. Paul Havelock, when is the time to bring on Chris Rigg? Ian Wilkinson said, I'll take a draw with this lot. Apologise, there's going to be a bit of background noise because there is family, baby and children stuff all going on around me. So I apologise if you get any background noise. Go Rangers, says Alex. They're worse than SAFC, says David Jackson. I'm not sure, to be fair, at the moment. Mike, don't blame the refs. It's the same every home game. Big crowd, I'm in charge, and I'll do what the hell I like. Refs, who needs them? Yeah. What, you think they're trying to prove a point that they're not going to go with the crowd's decision? I think a big stage, though, they'd want to do better. Alex says QPR. So you're just in here to stir it up, are you, Alex? Is that what you're here for? Beanburger Man. Bit scrappy, but we aren't going in at 1-0 down, which hasn't happened for a very long time. So there's positives to take there. Need Hamir to wake up in the second half, but for me, overall, not bad. Would you keep Hamir on? Would you give Burstow a shot? I think, to be fair, Hamir just does not look interested. It's not even a case of not had the opportunities in this one. He's just not, doesn't look there at all, does he? David Jackson says, one good thing today, the Scum will get hammered 5-0 tonight. Well, we can hope. Silver linings and all that. So, for me, to be fair, you can't blame anyone for no halftime changes here. My only possible would be bringing Pembele on because Styles looks like a liability. Anybody that's watching it will see that Styles is all over the man. Like, his hands are all over him. He's definitely, if he stays on the pitch, he's definitely getting booked. Put a tenner on that one. But you're right. It's been a while since we've gone into halftime 0-0. Let's see if the second half brings the positive Sunderland or the asleep Sunderland. We have picked up towards the end of games, even the ones we've lost recently. So that does give me a bit of hope, blind faith. Let's send some positivity to the lads. Well, hopefully that's what the crowd's doing. Is anybody at the game? If anybody's watching or tuned in and you're at the game, let us know what the crowd's doing. Let us know what the feeling's like around the club, around the ground at the moment. QPR have been on form as of late, you know. Well, not on form, but they've not been doing too bad. And they're not a bad side. So 0-0's not too, you know, it's better. I can't believe I'm saying it, but 0-0's a better result than we've had over the last 6 games, you know. But I'm one of those that I can never take a draw. Unless we're 3-0 down, then I'll take a draw all day long. I hope one of the fourth official or one of the assistant referees goes into the ref room at half time, into his little change rooms and says, what the hell are you doing? You know what I mean? If you don't start calling it down the middle, then you are going to get lynched before you get out of Wearside. Some of the decisions have actually been shocking. We'll discuss it all on Thursday night on the live, I'm sure. But yeah, terrible refereeing yet again. Just makes you wonder if this is Championship, you know. What are they putting up with in League 2 now? Beanburger Man says I'd give Hamir 15 to 20 minutes just for his height up before Burstow. I'm still unsure about Burstow. Hamir has it, he just needs to do it. Yeah. I hate when you see a player that just looks not arsed. That's what you don't want to see, especially as a Sunderland fan. Is that the honey monster in your profile picture as well, Beanburger Man? I like that. Is it the honey monster or is it the jogger from Four Lions? Nice. Where's the honey, mummy? Some adverts back then. You watch them now and they're a bit creepy. If anybody's watching the Sunderland game on the Sunderland stream internationally, what the hell's going on? Sat here watching him play the buzzer game. Madness. Paul Havelock says, Badoom. Surely the FA sees the problems with these officials. It's beyond pathetic. Do you think, Paul, I'll ask you, do you think that's a reason for VAR to trickle down? Or do you think it needs to be, it's something at a fundamental training level of the referees? Or has VAR itself caused refs to start getting lazy? That could be the other factor in that one. That's an interesting way around of thinking about it. Oh. So we're here doing the Sunderland QPR commentary. We're at half-time, still Sunderland 0, QPR 0. Just awaiting the start of the second half imminently. While we wait, I'm just going to double check. Stats look pretty even across the board at the moment with possession and things. Fouls committed by QPR 8, fouls 1-3. Only one forced save by Patterson. We've not really tested their keeper as such on target, I don't think, yet. Let's see how that one goes. Am I right in saying young Rusins finally get brought here to safety? I know the lad was still playing through it all. What a man. Wow. I don't know. I'm not sure the details on that one, but that's crazy. Sunderland players coming out now. Right, we're getting ready for the second half here. A bit of both. Mike, VAR has teething problems as well when you have officials that turn blind eye to the obvious. Yeah. It's to be honest, though, is that not what a fourth official's for? Do they not need to assert themselves more further in that capacity? If they see something like this going on in a game and decision after decision being called wrong, can the fourth official not do something about that? I don't know. QPR kickoff. Here we go. Into the second half. Let's hope we start with a bit of fire in our bellies. I've got a gluten-free cheese sandwich in my belly. Oh, it's not good. All the way back to the keeper. Rolls it out to Ballard. Puts it out right to Hume. Hume to Neil. Neil turning. Putting it down the right to Mundle. Puts it all the way back to Hume again. Hume across to Ballard. All the way across to Yelder. Starting kind of back three-ish again. Long ball forward from Yelder, trying to find the run of Bar. Aushish will pick up the stray ball. It's bobbling around. It's all over the place. Aushish somehow ends up with it. Surrounded by four players again. He's honestly, I think they must see Aushish as a big threat, but I think he's doing well, to be fair. Sunderland's got the possession here with Dan Neil. Yelder dinking it forward to Styles, who gets a flick on towards Aushish, but doesn't quite make it to him. QPR come away with it, but they put it out for a throw. Sunderland throw in line with the QPR penalty area on this near side. Styles setting up to take this one. Takes it quickly to Aushish, gives it back to Styles. Styles puts it across the centre to Dan Neil. Dan Neil put it all the way right here to Mundle. Mundle looks to gain control, but he puts it back to Humes on the halfway line. Loops one forward. Mundle will run onto it, and he does get onto it. One-on-one on the right-hand side. Puts it back. It's not taking on his man this time. Back to Hume. Back to Ballard. To Hume. Hume loops another one in. Finds Job in the centre. Job gets pulled down inside the box. Nothing given. It's with QPR on the far side. Colback's clearance will go out for a Sunderland throw. See a replay now of this on Job to see if it was a foul. Oh, come on. Clark Salter had hold of his shirt as he went to ground. Penalty for that. Penalty for me, that one, I'm afraid. Looking at the replay. Emmett O'Connor, worth the exception for Watford. The results around both teams are going our way, lads. We shall see. We shall see. That should have been a penalty, though. I'll tell you that for nothing. The Clark Salter had hold of his shoulder and had hold of his shirt at the side. Brought him to ground in the box. Madness. With Mundle now on the right-hand side, he's going to cut inside on a run. Tries to dink it through to Aushish, but he gets cut out. Job picks up the loose ball. Gives it back to Yelder. No, sorry, to Ballard. Now to Yelder. Oh, Yelder and Ballard have got similar haircuts from a distance. This is ridiculous. If I say Ballard for Yelder and Yelder for Ballard, you understand why. QPR with possession at the halfway line. Passing it round, trying to find a way through. It's cut out. Mundle comes away with the ball. Gives it back to Yelder. Yep, I think so. Just all the way forward to Styles. QPR come away with the possession again. Right, let's get back on this. The Yelder and Ballard things confuse me a bit and throw me off. It's Yelder now chasing this one-on-one. The QPR tried to deliver a looping ball into the centre. Hume will get his head on the end of it. It'll go out only as far as Colback. QPR coming back with it now on the far side. One-on-one, Hume with his man on the far left-hand side. Did enough to marshal it out, I think. Is that gone for a corner or a throw? I'm not sure if Ballard got to it in time, if the refs called it. Nope, it is going to be a throw. It's a Sunderland throw. I'm not sure how all that came about, but it looked like it went out for them. David Jackson says it's time for Rig. It's Rig o'clock. Throw to Hume. Hume throws it to Neil, who just hoofs it, and it goes out for a QPR throw. Come on, ref. How far forward is he going with that? The throw-in was another mile back, pal. Sorry. QPR with it now on the edge of our area, try and deliver one in. Mundell gets in front of it, comes back to the QPR players. They're passing it round the outside of our box here. Big looping ball into the centre. Styles' head gets on the end of it, but there's been an offside call anyway, and it'll be a free kick to relieve that pressure. 50 minutes in, 47 people in the stream, still Sunderland 0, QPR 0. Thank you for being here. Don't forget to hit the like button. Just on a replay at the moment. Don't forget to hit the like button. If you're on a mobile device, just close the chat, hit the like, and come back. And as we come back from replay, we're in a weird area. Sunderland with possession in their own box, but under pressure from QPR. Ballard will get it clear here now. Doesn't get it clear all the way to a QPR player, bounces back. Neil shoved in the back, and they take away possession. QPR tried to deliver it. Cut off Styles, and it's going to be a QPR corner. Jeez. Sorry, we had another curse of EFL. Let's show replay so long that we miss what actually happened until it's too late. The ref has been atrocious. Brian Scotiamarkham, he really has. He's just obvious fouls, a penalty call, completely waved away. Nothing. It's just ridiculous. Anderson to deliver this one for QPR. Long ball. Some whistle's gone. There's pushing and shoving. It's going to be retaken, I think. Oh, passing is terrible, says Paul. Couldn't agree more. Said from the start, it's basics that we're missing. Simple, straightforward passing and set pieces. That's the only thing for the entire week. That's what I'd have been working on in training. Yeah. Anderson to deliver the second time. This time it's lower and harder. It's in the centre. Diving header. Not sure who got on the end of it. I think Hume got a hit to that, so it's gone out for another corner. Looked like it came off done, to be fair. Okay, but never mind. Anderson will take a corner for a third time in a row here. Everyone up there. High again this time. High and long. Goes over everybody. Colback will pick it up. But dispossessed by, was that Yelder? But marshals it out. Colback marshals it out after being dispossessed. So it's a QPR throw halfway inside the Sunderland half on the far side. Trying to find a way through for QPR. Offside call there. Yep. QPR player offside. Don't take a quick one. We're under pressure. Give it a minute. Let them get up the pitch. Put your foot through it. Don't pass it to him. Jesus Christ. I'd rather lose the ball further up the pitch than play it into a dangerous position. It's back to the keeper now. QPR putting pressure on the keeper. Patterson sees it coming, turns, gives it to Ballard. Yelder, even. Yelder. Yelder miskicks a clearance. It goes out for a QPR throw, and then he's raging at everybody else. But he didn't have options. He's right. It's ridiculous. QPR throw here in line with the penalty area. Came from nothing. We just lost possession without any sort of challenge there. It's ridiculous. Throw from QPR. Styles is battling to get this one back. Tries to marshal it out. Does enough that Barr can pick up the loose ball and get it away. Only as far as Colback, but Sunderland then get the rebound and get it even further. Mundell's going to run onto this, trying to put pressure on QPR. Almost gets to the keeper. He's going to win one of those races sooner or later. Keeper gets it away. Only as far as Dan Barr and Dan Neil both sliding in to get the possession. Really well played. Job will come away with it here. He's got three around him. Gives it out to the left-hand side here to Barr. Bar trying to cut inside. He's trying to do too much. Bar again doesn't want to get that pass away, wants to take them on. It has to be played all the way back. It's with Ballard. Now with Hume. Hume on the right-hand side. Into the centre with Dan Neil. Just inside the QPR half here. Yelder. Back to Ballard. To Hume. Hume down the right-hand side finds Mundle, who gives it straight back to him with a player on his back. And we've played it all the way back to Patterson. 55 minutes gone. Still Sunderland 0, QPR 0. Neil to Job. Job with Jack Colback on his back. Finds Alshish. Alshish to Styles. Styles dinks one through to Bar. Bar's in a good area here to deliver one. Is he going to try to? He's going to cut in. He gets dispossessed, tackled, goes out for a Sunderland corner. Too slow to react there from Bar. Needs to make that decision earlier. I know, David, every other game I've not got them confused. For some reason in this game, 3 times I'm like, is that... I don't know what it is. Maybe it's my eyesight going. Maybe it's not them. Alshish setting up to take this corner at 56 minutes nearly. And we are still Sunderland 0, QPR 0. Taken short to Mundle. Mundle on the right delivers one now into the centre. Mundle trying to find the back post, but it goes too far and there's nobody on the end of it. And it goes out for a QPR goal kick. Set pieces. Mr. Dodds, if you are watching some point later today, set pieces. Work on set pieces. Ekwa are going to come on here and Rig by the looks of it. Who's coming off? Not sure yet. Is that Dan Neil coming off? No, he's coming to the side for instructions. Sorry. It's Bar coming off. Bar's been threatening. Bar off for Rig. I wouldn't be happy if I was Bar getting taken off at that stage. And Hamia's coming off for Ekwa. Who's up front? Have we just took strikers off at 0-0? Are we happy to go 0-0? Is that what we're saying? Is that the message we're putting out there now? Or is Job's going to be pushed forward, isn't he? Job's going to be the lone striker here. We'll see. Yes, he's up there. Madness. Absolute madness. Mundle with the ball. Good possession. Keeps hold of it on this left-hand side. Offloads it to Neil. Neil to Yelder. To Ballard. To Neil. Good triangles. There you go. Passing. Passing triangles. Very simple FA stuff. To Styles. Neil. Yelder. Ballard. Yelder. Styles. Not much happening here. Not even probing. Just passing. To Neil. Neil under pressure. Gives it back to Yelder. Gives it back to Patterson. Patterson to Ballard. Ballard actually moving forward now. Puts the ball through. Gives it to Hume to Job. Job is still in the centre. Is he playing up front? I have no idea who's playing where here. Brian Scott from Mackham says we pushed Bellingham up. Yeah, you'd think so, but then he's in the centre of the pitch again. I don't know where he's supposed to be playing. I think he knows where he's supposed to be playing. Take a fucking striker off when we're 0-0. Absolute madness. Madness. Balls with Sunderland here with Dan Neil. Halfway inside the Sunderland half. 1-2 with Ekwa. Has it back again, Dan Neil. Runs past his man, does get past his man. 1-2 with Job. Then puts it out right. Hume will pick this up. Delivers one into the centre. It's rolling across, but only a QPR player can get to it and get it clear. Only as far out. And then the counter-attack cut out quickly by Neil. Good thinking there by Neil. Played brilliantly in this game, I think, so far, Dan Neil. Another lost wandering 18-year-old. I've been there. Bit of football tennis going on here. QPR Sunderland in the centre. QPR will come away with it. Breaking on the attack here now. Dangerous ball in. Patterson's very quick to react to that one. Gets out and gets a foot through it. He had to. That could have been a dangerous attack there. Well read by Patterson. Feather touch on a QPR player goes down. They get the free kick. They're definitely a QPR referee. Jackie D TV. Welcome. Colback stood over this free kick. Looks like it'll be a short one. He's got Hayden off to his right. Gives it to him. QPR with it now. Played it all the way back to their defence and back to their keeper. This is where we need to put some pressure on. Good experienced keeper though, Begovic, so usually won't pay off that way. Stray ball picked up by Ekwa, tries to deliver one forward, but it goes through the two players into a QPR player. QPR coming away with it again. Battling all over the pitch here. Sunderland managed to get possession. Another big hoof forward, trying for this long ball here. Job will pick it up though. And he's got Hume to the right of him. He's got Rigg, in front of him. Hume, Ekwa. Something stopped. Ref stopped it for something. Head injury. Stop for a QPR head injury. Great. Bar's not on the pitch anymore, Paul. Bar's been subbed off. Actually just fell asleep with this Tosh, my word. What a relentlessly shite display. There's been moments, Mad Mackham, but it's just not finishing. It's not in the final third, unfortunately. But tell me what you think of that, taking a striker off less than 60 minutes when you're 0-0 at home. I get you can push Job up and he can play in that position, but still it's a negative change for me. Right, free kick taken quickly. It's Dan Neil that's coming away with it here now. On the left, gives it to Mundle. Mundle seems to be playing out on the left now instead of the right. Everyone seems to have switched round. Ballard to Yelder. Yelder forward to Styles. Styles has got it in the centre now. To Aushish. Tries to put it across. Aushish loses the ball. It will be a Sunderland throw. QPR just making a change. That's going on screen. Mad Mackham says, why aren't we allowed to stop for Speakman's head injury? Not fair. We are Speakman's head injury. The change is getting done by QPR. Throw from Styles. Gives it all the way back to Yelder. Back to Patterson. Patterson to Ballard. Nothing really urgent here from Sunderland. No sense of urgent attack. It's just played among the three. Long ball forward now from Patterson. Trying to find... I nearly said Rigg. Rigg will pick it up here in the centre. Tries to take it past the second man. Gets taken down. No foul given. Yet again. You can apparently kick the ankles out from under them in this game and not be called. Superb. 3 players now trying to battle with QPR. Job will come away with it now. Job gets tackles from the side. They did win the ball first there, so I don't think that was a foul, but, you know, still, any decision would be nice at this stage. QPR with possession inside their own half. Sunderland quite a high press still. Unfortunately, the furthest man forward was Job, and he's too lazy to put pressure on, unlike Aushish. Styles with the ball here, trying to put it forward, ends up straight back to a QPR player, losing possession. Our passing is atrocious. QPR on the edge of the box in a very dangerous area, shot from close in. Patterson's good to it. It's down to his hands by his knees. 65 minutes in here. Sunderland 0, QPR 0. 53 people in the stream. Thank you for tuning in. Don't forget to hit that like button. It's really appreciated. Don't wait till the end. Do it now. Get it shared. Get it liked. Much appreciated. Ballard to Yelder. Yelder to Styles, who's playing on this left-hand side now. Loses it, but gets it straight back and gives it to Neil. Neil puts a long ball out to the right-hand side here. It's Hume that's going to deliver it into the centre. Rigg possibly on the end of it, but QPR managed to get it away. Still inside the QPR half with QPR. Sunderland trying to keep the pressure on. Colback puts it across the opposite side. Bit of a stray, terrible pass. We must have taught him how to pass while he was here. Pressure from Mundell. Sunderland players all piling the pressure on here. QPR at their back four trying to force that mistake. And Sheesh monopolises and picks it up. He offloads it to Mundell, who's in the centre. Gets tripped, Mundell, as he's going towards the goal. Or did he slip? He might have slipped. He's not calling for it. He's not appealing for it. I assume he slipped. I thought he might have had his ankle clipped there, but no. Just the wrong studs, son. You've got the wrong studs. Stick them rugby studs in. QPR with the ball all the way back with their keeper. Sunderland still quite high inside their area. Trying to force that mistake yet again. But we've got to watch for this counter-attack that QPR are on now. Ballard one-on-one with his man, trying to get past him. He's held him up nicely. Enough time for other people to get back. QPR with it on the far side of our box. Going to deliver one into the centre now. Looping ball into the centre. Hits the bar. Comes back into the possession. Styles will get on the end of it. And calmly pass it out for a clearance. The clearance only goes far as QPR players. The clearances are terrible. That was Yelder that did that one. Dan Neil will pick up the ball, get battled, get slid through for the tackle. He's now giving the ref some shit because the ref is atrocious. Gone through the player to get the ball and nothing called. Styles holding his man. Goes out for a throw. QPR got the throw. This referee is one of the worst. Really is. We're going to watch the replay of the crossbar hit from the cross 10 times. QPR throwing it in now. They're on the edge of the Sunderland area. Got to watch here, hands on. Make sure we don't give them any reason to give a penalty against us, because clearly this ref wants that. Got clear now. Styles. Job trying to run onto it. Has he got the pace? No, he hasn't. He can't get past his man. Jesus Christ. Long ball forward from QPR meets Ballard's head. Comes back to another QPR player. It's back and forth here between the two teams. Just terrible pass after terrible pass from both sides. Back with Begovic here. Puts his foot through it. As far as Ballard. Yelder gets his head onto it. Only to a QPR player. QPR come away with it. That's why the long goal kicks work, because we can't retain possession off them anyway. QPR on the attack now. Two of them down the right-hand side. He's looking for space to deliver one in. Slid in. Dan Neil. Well, looked like he suffered an injury there. He's all right. He's going to get up. Committed all his body, threw himself in front of the ball and player. It's going to be a QPR corner. Looks like a training ground routine. They're all at the back. Anderson going to take this one. 69.5 minutes in, Sunderland 0, QPR 0. Here comes this corner. Up high towards the back post. Head on it from Hume, I think. But there's a call for a push there. And it's going to be a free kick for Sunderland. Need a manager ASAP. Need a referee ASAP. Please send any half-decent referee. Dan Neil under pressure there. Gives it back to Ballard with Neil. Neil puts it straight forward there to Mundle, who manages to keep the possession. Runs round out to the right to Hume. Hume to Ekwa. Ekwa looking for his options through the centre. Gives it to Alshish. Alshish slots one through the middle, but nobody's running onto that. Nobody's near it. Nobody's even making that run. It's out for a QPR goal kick. that yawn tells you what this game's like. Goal kick comes to nothing. It goes out for a Sunderland throw. On the near side, halfway inside the Sunderland half. Styles to take. Job is awful, but, you know, what are you going to do? What can you do? We almost look... If they celebrate this draw at the end, I'll lose all respect. Long ball forward here. QPR. Good ball. One-on-one with the keeper. Ballard puts his body in the line. Stops it. Tries to get another one forward. That's the... Why can't we deliver balls like that? Why can't we pass like that? Why can't we run into the channels? Simple stuff. Do you know which players do that? Which players see that? Experienced players. Good tackle there by Mundle. He'll come away with it. Long ball forward from Mundle, trying to find the run of Alshish. It's going to be too much on it. It's going to go straight to the keeper's hands. Christ almighty. QPR with the possession inside their own half. Is it too early for whiskey? Not sure. Good battle in there by Hume. Hume just mullered somebody. They're going to go back and give the free kick. And Hume's going to get a yellow card. This ref is atrocious, though. Really is. You know what? I'll give that Hume. It's probably his frustration. If you're going to get called for everything, you may as well make the most of it. Let's have a look. To be fair, that wasn't that bad. Watching on the replay, Hume runs in, but he plants his feet. He looks like he's going for the ball, plants his feet, and the guy goes into him, you know, so fair game to me. Free kick is about just less than halfway into the Sunderland half. Everyone back defending this one. Single person in a wall of Mundle. Won't be a shot. It's way too far out for that. But he'll deliver one now. Loop it in. Head to it. And it goes out for a goal kick to Sunderland. There we go. QPR appealing that it should be a corner. Styles with the ball here. Another long ball trying to find the run of Grigg. Ends up with a keeper. If we can't do these long balls, stop doing it. Stop freaking working. You can see the players getting frustrated with each other on this one because QPR are playing this long ball and it's almost working for them. Foul on Job on the halfway line will give Sunderland possession. These are the moments where we shouldn't always take a quick one. We should probably set up. Back into the action. We're with Dan Neil on the outside of the box. Puts it out right to Hume will deliver one into the centre, looking for Job. It's headed out by a QPR player only as far as Neil to Ekwah, to Neil to Styles, back to Neil to Mundle on the left-hand side. Mundle looking to find a way through. He's got two in front of him, trying to take on his man. Forces them all the way back. It's a Sunderland throw, just as this side, close to the corner flag. Styles will take the throw. Are we going to see a long throw here? Nope. Short one to Al-Shish, back to Styles. Styles will deliver one into the centre. Bobbles across the entire box. Nobody is there attacking it. One of the worst things about our team, nobody attacks them balls. That's perfect. Delivery, and nobody's on the end of it. It's with Rig now. Rig, back to Hume, to Ekwah. Ekwah looking for his options. Puts it out left to Styles. Styles to Mundle. Mundle now looking for another delivery to Ekwah in the centre. Loops it over to Mundle. Mundle could get a shot away. Takes a deflection. I think it hit the back of Styles as it went over. Sunderland still managed to keep possession with Ekwah on the outside of the box to Al-Shish. Al-Shish has got one-on-one on the left-hand side, but gives it back to Ekwah. Ekwah looking for a way through the centre. Could have found a shot. Styles now will go for a shot. No power on it whatsoever. Rig tries to get on the end of the loose ball. It's absolute clatters into each other with the keeper. It was just keen. He apologises to Begovic. Everything's good. It's all good. But Begovic does come away with the ball with the possession. Two attempted shots from Sunderland in that whole last 5 minutes. Came to nothing. Back and forth in the air here between heads of Sunderland and QPR. Falls to Job. Job manages to bring it down. Gets clattered. No foul given. Colback will come away with it. It's running down the left-hand side. QPR on the left now. Could get into a position to deliver it to Hume, trying to keep his man out there. Does deliver one into the centre, straight to Patterson's hand. Rolls out a quick one to Al-Shish. Sunderland trying to make something of this counter-attack now. Al-Shish slowed down a bit there, though. Mundle's with him. Offloads it to Mundle. It's going to end up getting played back here. Yep, Ekwah all the way back to Yelder. Across to Ballard. Where's the urgency on that counter-attack? Where is the urgency at all? Neil will put one forward on the right-hand side here with Hume. Hume tries to look for Rig making the overlap, but it's way too far out of his reach. Rig slides in for the tackle, gets the ball, goes out for a QPR throw in line with the penalty area on the far side. I think there's a substitution being made again here. And, oh, Jesus Christ. Mundle off for Burstow. Never seen such a bad decision. The one of the players that's absolutely threatening this whole time, and you're bringing him off for Burstow, and you're still leaving Job on the pitch. What is in Job's contract that he has to frigging start every game and has to stay on the pitch, even if he's doing terrible? I support these young players, I really do, but if you insist on playing him every single game, no matter his form, there's going to be no development there. Sunderland free kick. Anyway. It's with Yelder at the back. Gives it to Ekwah. Ekwah running down to Al-Shish. Al-Shish gets clipped on the ankle. Nothing given. QPR come away with it yet again. And they get the foul given for Neil holding a shirt. QPR asking for a card. Dodds is a joke. The subs is a joke. The management of this frigging team all over the place is terrible. And we've got some good talented young players. It's such a shame. This referee's killed this game as well. It's a QPR free kick just inside our half here, near the centre. Long looping ball trying to deliver something in. Bounces over everybody. Oh, but there's a Sunderland player down, so they've stopped it there. Free kick given to Sunderland. That takes the pressure off. Not sure who's down. Hume, is it? Looks like Hume. Yeah, he smacks Hume on the back of the head as he's jumping. Sunderland take it short here to Yelder, to Neil. Neil's got Colback all over his back, pulling him shirt. Free kick given, about time. Taken quickly from Styles, given back to Yelder. 41,000, really? Doesn't look like, I'm sorry, that does not look like 41,000 from my view. There is lots of empty seats. They're making these figures up, I'm telling you. Dan Neil, long ball forward, finds the head of Job. Oh, sorry, Burstow to Job, to Ekwa. Hume with it now on the right-hand side. Gives it to Rigg. Back over. Hume on the overlap will deliver one into the centre. Takes a deflection off a QPR player. Will get the corner here. 81.5 minutes gone. Still Sunderland 0, QPR 0. Sunderland corner. But don't worry, we've took all the tall players who can get the header off the pitch, apart from Job. So Alshi's setting up to take this one. Maybe he can keep it in play this time. Loops round QPR head as far as Ekwa. Ekwa tries to get a boot to it. Miss kick, but it ends up with Styles. Back to Ekwa. Ekwa trying to deliver it into the centre again. Another QPR foot through it. As far as Hume, who gets it forward again. It's going to be a foul on the keeper. It's going to... Job and the keeper both went up for it. It's going to be classed as a foul on the keeper. QPR free kick. I don't know how they can say this is 41,000. Honestly, every time there's a different shot of a different side of the stadium, I'm seeing 50-50 empty seats. Styles header tries to find Ekwa. Colback will pick it up in the centre, offload it. QPR, danger. Good marshalling out by Sunderland. Comes all the way back to QPR defence. They'll play it down their left-hand side, our right. In the centre. Colback loses it to Ekwa, but the deflection ends up with QPR again. Oh, nice lucky bounce every time. Good tackling there by Rigg, but it wasn't needed anyway. There was an offside called on QPR for a Sunderland free kick. QPR will be making a sub now. Nice time-wasting opportunity for them. 83.5 minutes gone. Still Sunderland 0, QPR 0. Looks like Sunderland are playing for draws these days. Sunderland needs to be pulled on the attendance figures. You can't announce the attendance based on your season ticket holders sales as well. It should be based on people passing through the gate. Look how fucking empty the stadium is as you pan the camera across. It's insane. Everyone could put their feet up and bring the dog. Yelder, big foot through the middle, trying to find Burstow or Job in the middle, anyone who can get to it. Headers back and forth here. QPR players running into each other. Jesus Christ, we're as bad as each other. Alshish offloads it to Burstow, who loses possession. Sunderland battling to get it back. Job manages to pick it back up. Taking it all the way around to the right-hand side now. He's got two with him in front, gives it to Rigg. Rigg's one-on-one with his man, gets tackled, but it goes out for a Sunderland throw. Job looks like he's got a bit of urgency in this last 5 minutes from somewhere. Job to Ekwa. Ekwa to Neil. Still inside the QPR half. Neil forward to Burstow, whose touch is terrible and loses possession. And then long ball forward from QPR sends them on the attack. One-on-one with the keeper here. Shots down from Patterson. Keeps it out. Has he called it offside? I think the offside might have been called. But that Armstrong is absolutely dangerous. That is how you do a counter-attack, Sunderland. Pay attention. See, copy, replicate, do the same. It's a QPR. Well, the offside wasn't called. It's a QPR corner. The ball is nowhere near the line for the corner, but never mind. The refs don't care about that. Ball comes in. Did Patterson punch that, or did he get a deflection? Not sure, but it's out anyway. It's all the way back with Colback, who pumps it forward again. Finds a QPR player in amongst 4 Sunderland players, and somehow QPR pick it up. But luckily, the deflection goes to Patterson, who rolls it out for a quick attack on the right-hand side with Rigg. Rigg's getting fouled all over the place. The free kick's actually given. I think the linesman gave that free kick. Who's getting a card? Willock. Honestly, on my screen, it looked like the linesman gave that free kick, not even this ref, and the ref had to go with it. Absolutely shocking. Shocking. Long ball forward from Sunderland. Head up from QPR. It's back and forth again, bobbling around. Sorry, guys, I've just distracted. Ekwa out to the left. Alshish deliver one to the centre. It'll be headed out by QPR. There's just no final ball here at all. Another long ball forward from QPR. He's on the side this time. One-on-one. Delivers it into the centre. It's great save by Patterson. Oh my God. That had a QPR goal written all over it. Absolutely insane. Delivered into the centre. QPR get a foot to it. It's going to be a Sunderland corner in the dying minutes. Sorry, guys. Corner. 89 minutes gone. Still Sunderland 0, QPR 0. Not going to look at the chat because you'll be ahead of me. Just going to keep blind faith. Delivered into the centre. Rising head to it, but it goes all the way past everybody. Sunderland will battle to keep it in here, I think. QPR managed to keep it in. With Armstrong making a run down this right-hand side now. Job chasing. Slides. Nothing. 2-on-1 here. Armstrong takes it round. And the shot. Jesus, he's been threatening this Armstrong. Wow. I'd sign him. Honest to God. Rigg fires one forward. 89.5 minutes gone. Neil to Yelda to Ekwa. Somebody's down. What's going on here? Oh, there we go. QPR time wasting. Not much happening, guys. Armstrong down. 3 minutes of added time. I don't know if they're going to add time on the added time here. But clearly, time wasted. This referee's a joke. So I've got this down as 0-0 unless Armstrong. Paul, Mike, what do you think we can do, if anything, to this club to make it gel? I don't know. You just need a motivating manager in there that literally has a say in the team he picks and can control the team he picks. And yeah, Speakman to fall off a cliff, maybe. I don't know. I don't wish bad upon anybody. But honestly, if you're not going to change the model, if you're not going to attract the right kind of manager, then we need to attract the right kind of owners. At the end of the day, if you're not going to change the club, then the fans will force your hand. You can tell everyone else it's a 41,000 attendance, but at the end of the day, we can see it's not. Ekwa. Maybe time for one last attack from Sunderland here. With Ekwa again. Neil. Hume. Arshish fouled. Foul against Arshish is given QPR's way. What the hell? You give it the handball on Arshish because Colback took his ankle and he went down and he touched the ball. Begovic to take the free kick on the far side. I know you guys are probably still finished, but I will watch till the dying seconds. Long ball forward from QPR. There's no way this ref is going to play the extra time that QPR took up inside the added time. Foul on Job in the centre circle. Ekwa catches the ball to put it down to take a quick one. Taken quickly to Dan Neil. Dan Neil out to the left here to Styles. To Neil. All the way right to Hume. Brings it down. Hume's got Ekwa with him. Some urgency, lads. We're past the time. Ekwa having a look up, trying to find somebody in the box to give it to. Offloads it to Neil. Neil to Styles. Styles now will deliver one into the centre, straight into Begovic's hands. Full time, everyone's at 0-0, so they're still playing on my screen. Yep, there you go. Well, I don't think anybody got that prediction, did they? Let's have a look at the starred comments. 1-0, 1-0, 1-0, 2-0, 2-0, 2-0. My high-scoring game went right out of the window, didn't it? Nobody got that prediction. Nobody predicted a 0-0 draw. Thank you guys for all joining me. We need some goddamn goals, don't we? I don't know what to say. I don't think anyone's joining me, but for the few minutes after. Yes, thank you all for joining me. Made the best of a poor show. Certainly, that's what I'm trying. That's what I'm trying to do, guys. It's just ridiculous. At 0-0, we're taking strikers off. We're changing positions. We take off Hamir, who's just about starting to find his pace, and then fine, no problem, but we don't replace him with a striker. And then Mundell, who's threatening the goal, we take off and put Burstow on, who isn't threatening a puppy. Never mind a goal. It's just poor performance doesn't baffle me. Bad results doesn't baffle me. Terrible referees doesn't baffle me. The management and the substitutions during the games, this one, the last one, the 6 before that, the 10 before that, the substitutions and the decisions during the game, they're not done by a football manager. Not even a head coach. They're just, I don't know. I feel like sabotage. I don't want to go into conspiracy level, but it feels like sabotage. Appreciate you, Paul. I appreciate you all being here. And I appreciate you supporting the stream. Do me a favor before you go. Make sure you have hit the likes, the thumbs up button. It does help the channel out. And yeah, I'm going to save my review for Thursday. So make sure you tune in. We are live every single Thursday night, 7 o'clock on the channel, where we talk about the games gone by. It's puppetry, said David Jackson. Right, guys, genuinely, I have to shoot, but thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you all in another video. Bye.